Welcome again to another PTR Quickie from Elite Legions. So let's start with the Husks rules changes, because personally I love to see them making a comeback to the game. First of all, the duration of each phase of the second skill is doubled or even tripled. So now phase 3, which is the strongest, lasts for about 25 seconds. Almost enough to do the skill of the phase 3 twice, which might literally bring this unit to the meta units alone. However, do not be overwhelmed, because as you go to phase 2, the unit gets weaker and starts to take tons of damage, and if you remain in the fight till you reach phase 1, you will probably lose your unit, since phase 1 and phase 2 are still mostly useless, or let's say weak. However, the unit is doing great in phase 3. So in other words, this update will make Husks scrolls really great for 25 seconds. That's it. Now let's move to the second unit we have, which is the Queen Knights, or Queen Paladin. Now, when you press the skill number 1, they will make 4 stabs instead of just 2. However, they have lost their damage reduction. And let's not confuse the 2 seconds of damage negation or immunity, which comes from their doctrine, with the general damage reduction they get while using any ability. Meaning, yes, they will make 4 stabs instead of 2, but they will only be immune to damage during the first 2 stabs, so keep this in mind. The third unit we have are the Modal, and they are boosted in both skill number 2 and skill number 3. With the skill number 2, we'll make 2 strikes instead of just 1. And surprisingly, the skill number 3 will activate the skill number 2 automatically when the unit reaches the enemy. Then activate the usual carnage we all know. So don't be surprised, that's a new built-in feature for them. Just press 3 and they will use the skill number 2, then go into carnage. That's a new built-in feature for them. When you press 3, they will make 2 quick stabs, which is the skill number 2, then they will go for carnage slams. For Claymores, I don't really have much to say here. They literally reverted them to how they were in the release season. So if you're wondering how they were performing back then, I suggest you watch their video. Last but not least, we have the Landsknechts, the new mastery unit, which I highly advise you not to get, not to evolve, not to play, not to get the mastery of. Why? Because the mastery does not even fix nor help by any mean the unit at all. This unit is so weak because of 2 main reasons. Reason number 1, they need to brace before charging, which is kinda ridiculous since they are the only unit in the entire game with such an awful feature. Reason number 2, their brace takes 3 whole seconds. Even if you see cavalry coming your way, you might not be fast enough to brace, making the unit really horrible. So unless the devs address these 2 issues, the unit shall forever remain in the F tier. One last thing before I end all of this, remember this video comes from the PTR, so not all of this will be applied to the live server, and some changes might happen, so do not rush building the unit and applying or equipping your doctrines based on the information in this video, because they are subjected to change. And that was it. In case you have missed this new season codes, you will find them in the description below. And if you're interested in the game and want to see more of this content, do not forget to subscribe and leave a like. And see you soon in the battlefield, Warlord.